Welcome back. Welcome back. How's it going out there, guys? I see I've already started out with a few comments. Today, I actually leave out of Phuket, sadly to say, and I'm heading back to Bangkok. I'll be back, leave tonight at 10:30, and I arrive in Bangkok at 12 midnight. So again, about an hour and a half flight, counting everything, and we'll be heading back home to Tom Bully on Monday. First thing Monday morning at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I'm excited about getting back. I'm excited about how things have gone over here in Thailand. And I must say, yesterday, I probably had the best excursion I've ever been on. And then for you guys out there that are watching and may not have heard this in the past, I used to travel 5 times a year, 5 trips per year for 1 week each. Like 3 all-inclusive vacations down like to Mexico, Jamaica, or Dominican Republic, things like that, and or go on 2 to 3 cruises per year mixed in with the all-inclusives. And I used to go on a lot of excursions. I mean, at least one excursion per spot when I was on a cruise. Excuse me, and then probably at least 3 to 4 excursions while on all inclusive. Yesterday was so amazing. Less than $50. I went the first stop. We actually drove and went ATV riding. So again, we got to drive the ATVs out there in the mud and the on the trails and through the forest for about 30 to 40 minutes. We left there and we went to do my favorite part. I've never done it before. It was actually a first time for me. Was whitewater rafting, and I am telling you guys, for the first time doing it, I was amazed by it. I mean, I'm hooked now. Every time I go on a trip, I'm gonna be looking for a whitewater rafting trip. So that was amazing. And again, so did the whitewater rafting. Came back, ate lunch, then went to look at did a little small hike to a waterfall. Left the waterfall, went and rode elephants again uh, for probably about a 40-minute ride. Again, it was all throughout the jungle. An amazing, amazing adventure there. Left there and went to, let's see what else we did so many things. There's like 7 things yesterday in one tour for less than $50 per person. We saw monkeys climbing down a large front-faced wall of a mountain, and they were just climbing down like there was nothing to it, coming down to get the food. People actually, they buy food to feed the monkeys there, so that was amazing. But again, just so many things yesterday on the tour. My favorite tour that I can think of my entire life. I mean, I totally enjoyed it. Um, they offered so much, the hospitality, the service. Now the ride was 2 hours. Again, leaving here from APK, the resort I'm staying at here in Phuket, is about a 2 hour ride in the van to get to the first stop, which is the ATVs. But I'm telling you guys, I mean, it was zip lining. We had a zip line in there as well. So that was actually really cool. That was right after we actually did the whitewater rafting. But again, an amazing excursion yesterday. So if you guys ever come to Thailand, look up tours that actually have whitewater rafting. If you've never done it, if you've done it before, it was still, I'm sure it'd be amazing even if you've done it before. I mean, I was amazed by it. But I'm going to get to some of the comments here and get going this morning. First one, Cheesehead, Philippines travel. Greetings from Tambuli Resort in Lapu-Lapu. Britt, you were wrong about the Philippines. It's even better than you claimed. I am so glad to hear that. My goodness. I love Tambuli. Great place to call home. I'm glad that you're there. What building are you staying in? Have you been down to the pool yet? Hung out there? I'd like to know your comments regarding the pool. But again, the service at Tom Bully is off the chain. Great place to call home. An amazing, amazing condos there. the pool area and the resort area are just so nice and well kept and clean. And the service is always off the chain. I mean, the service, when first you come in, I mean, just greeting you with the big smiles. It's an amazing place. I met a Filipino gentleman on the flight over. Great guy. He and his grandson took me out for an intro to the area, visiting 3 different malls and other things. How nice. That's what I fell in love with at the very, very beginning. When my first move to the Philippines is the people. It's amazing that the hospitality that they have, I guess, grown up with having is so amazing. I mean, the people make the Philippines what it actually is. Without that, um, it'd probably be just like any other uh, country over here in Asia. But again, the difference is, like I've told before, is almost everyone speaks English in the Philippines. That's a huge, huge plus. Is the almost everyone speaks English. I've had people comment in the past about, what you said about that wasn't true. I have never had an issue with anyone speaking English except for maybe when I go out into the province areas and you get with the elderly. Again, the elderly were not mandatorily made to go take English classes. Whereas in today's society in the Philippines, everyone must take English. And they're using it. Again, they go to these malls and they're using English, so actually it stays with them. But the people make this country what it is. And again, you're that's a prime example. You meet a Filipino on the actual flight. You go out with him. You hang out with him and his grandson. You're having a good time. But again, glad to hear that. What an amazing story on your first flyover. I mean, that's amazing just to have a story like that to share for in future. Shout out to Britt. I love your positivity. It's contagious. Thank you so much. Again, nothing that I do. Nothing that I do. This what happened, guys, is the Philippines kind of they take you in their bosom and they spit out this after result of a person different from the person that you were in the past. Again, it's an amazing country. It makes you make changes in your life. Again, understanding for the first time that you're no longer working. Big thing there. You're no longer working. And again, I didn't know how I was going to take it, being retiring early, like I did in the last kind of a sudden kind of thing. I didn't know how I was going to take it in, but it makes you realize, especially when you get over to the Philippines, it made me realize that there's a lot more to life than working and you know having a set schedule to be somewhere to do certain things and to be all wrapped around money. Um, it was a huge weight off my shoulders. It brings so much positivity to your life. It allows you to take a deep breath and realize, wow, this is where I was, and look at me now. I mean, this is a whole different person, a whole different monster. Again, just an amazing feeling, and I'm glad you like the positivity. Again, this comes out naturally for me. It's nothing that's uh, done. I guess I don't know how to say it. It was actually kind of created when I got to the Philippines. I love this country. Again, I'm actually still in Thailand, but I love the Philippines. I'm going to call Philippines home. I've been here for a month. Just so you guys know, I've been here in Thailand for a month, and no, it's not going to be my home. The Philippines is my home. I will start traveling to some other countries though, just to check them out and sightsee. Like I am going to plan on going to Vietnam. I'm going to plan on going to Japan. I want to go to Malaysia and Indonesia. So again, I'm going to try to check out some other countries, especially just in the Asian countries. Um, and as what you guys may have seen here recently, I did change my name of the channel because I felt that I have about 2 months of videos just here in Thailand, and felt like I was not getting, maybe some audience push from other places. And so I said, hey, like a lot of other guys have done, decided to change my name because I'm gonna always be in Asia. I'm gonna travel just probably Asian countries, and since I'm going to have 2 months of videos for Thailand, why not have some people from Thailand maybe come in and check out the channel and not only get the ones that are over in America and Canada that are looking for that great spot to land, to retire, and to be an expat in, but again also to give travel. I love to travel. It's a big part of my life now, and to be able to share that journey with people, it's amazing. I know people tell me this all the time. I talked to Chad about it several times. And again, I do apologize if it is a little windy here, so hopefully you guys can hear me pretty good. Let me know if the audio's coming out pretty good. But Chad's always told me that usually travel videos don't do very well on YouTube. Again, this is not work for me. This is a great hobby. It's a way for me to reach out to other fellow early retirees, and people that are just wanting to change their lifestyle and by moving abroad. So that's the reason I started my channel. It's nothing about trying to make the big bucks, nothing like that. But again, I thought that by changing my name to, instead of it being Britt's Philippine Adventure and going to Britt's Asian Adventure, I want to include all the Asian countries because I am going to start traveling a little bit and seeing the other countries out there and seeing what they have to offer. Again, I've heard a lot about Vietnam. I've heard a lot about Japan. I've heard a lot about all these countries. I've never been to any of them. This is the first. Thailand is actually the first country I've been to outside of Philippines. It's actually an Asian country. Like you guys know from my story, I moved here sight unseen. Never been here at all. I moved here because of YouTube. I met YouTubers and they gave me their life story here in the Philippines, and it kind of reached out to me and grabbed a hold of me, made me feel like that, hey, this could be the best decision for you. It worked for them. Why couldn't it work for you? So when you guys are thinking about that positivity you're talking about, when you come over here, make some changes in your life. Take it in. Take in the Philippines and its people and start living that good life. He said, travel. That was really, yeah, that was very, very nice of him. Yes, very, very nice. Again, that's part of the reason I love the Philippines so much is the people. I got Cletus in the house. I got a feeling he's not even watching, guys. I got a feeling he's over there working right now, working on his next car deal. Again, it's talking about 7:12 at night, and I guarantee you he is still there at work. Working on that hamster wheel, going round and round and round. Kentucky Tom, how's it going, my friend? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Yeah, all is good. I'm glad. I mean, I'm not sure if you noticed if you got the earliest comments from Cheesehead, he actually just landed and he's actually in Tom Bully. He said the Philippines is even better than I explained it to be. Good morning, Britt, and hello, champions worldwide. Philly Amstyle, Gabe, how's it going, my friend? I'll be seeing you next week. Again, I'll be back on. I get back on Monday morning. I fly out of Bangkok at 6 a.m. I'll probably get into Cebu City around 8 or so. I still haven't done my my onward tickets yet. I am going to do an onward ticket just in case they ask for it. I'm going to do an onward ticket. I think it's like what $10 to $15. I will go ahead and get the onward ticket to make sure I don't have any issues getting through the customs area there or getting through Cebu City's security there. So I'll make sure that goes well. So I am going to get an onward ticket. So I'm excited about that. But I am excited about getting back. I'm excited about coming to the meeting again Tuesday. I will be there, Gabe. So I look forward to seeing you. Hopefully you can make it this week. So I will be there. Yes. Hello from Tom to Philly Amstyle. Yes. Mr. Day's in the house. I don't know about looking pretty cute. I mean, I am matching today. I do have my blue hat and my blue shirt on, but I appreciate that, Dave. People ask questions about Mr. Dave all the time. I see people say, I don't do that on here. It's just he's done it on many, many channels, guys. Actually, I've met him in person. He's a good guy. He travels the world. Has a lot of knowledge regarding other countries. Just a good fella out there trying to just have some good times, some laughs. I mean, it's all about laughs. So Don't take it to heart. Chris B, did I miss your comment, Chris B? I did. I wasn't paying attention. Yes, it was really nice of him. Yes, Chris B. Chris Battle in the house, guys. Hello, sir, from Guatemala. So Mr. Dave's in Guatemala this time. I'd like to know more about that. Again, I will be traveling quite a bit. I'm going to try to go. I think my new goal is to probably go to at least one or two countries per year. That may not sound like a lot, but when I go, I'm going to go for like 2 weeks. So I'm looking to maybe go to a new country once or twice per year and go for a 2 week stay. A month is a lot because you're away from home and you're starting to get texts and emails and your friends are missing you from the meeting. And I get a lot of that when I've been here on vacation. But again, a month was a long time. I could probably do a lot in 2 weeks. So I'll probably start doing maybe 2.5 weeks, maybe do like a 20-day trip instead of doing a 30-day trip. But I am going to do at least 1 to 2 countries per year until I've seen almost all of Asia. I mean, I want to see all the Asian countries. Hello, Kentucky Tom. Yes, from Gabe. Vegas Scott hybrid. Have to watch later. Heading out to Taiwan and be in Cebu before noon. Yeah, there we go. Vegas Scott in the house. Tower F. That's one of the newer ones. Now, Vegas Scott, when you get in, touch base with me. Tower F, one of the newer towers. So tell us about your experience. Would you like to come on the channel when I get back? We can do like a little interview and get your first thoughts. Even get your full story on meeting the grandson and grandfather. Pools are amazing and happy. Yes, happy hour. It used to be at 2 o'clock. They've now changed it to 4. I guess they want to take you into the nighttime, so you're still having a good time. So again, they started the happy hour. I think they could have changed it back, but when I left, it used to be they started happy hour at 2 p.m. and they changed it to 4 p.m. Is it still the same? Again, I've been gone for only a month, but I'm sure they may have kept it at 4. But again, they did change that recently. Yes, hello, Cheesehead from Gabe. All the good mornings coming in. Yes, all the good mornings coming in. Loving it, guys. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Hello, Cletus. Yes, Cleet's out there in the house, but he's not probably watching. I think I got a pretty good feeling he's actually working right now. He's still working for the man, still slaving it. The Philippine peso to US dollar exchange rate has been hovering at about and above 59, which in comparison with August 2025 exchange rate was around 55. While it may be insignificant, it all adds up yes, it adds up in our favor. Nothing, yeah, that's a very good thing to bring up. The dollar makes a big difference. There's more you can buy, more rent you can have. Britt, is the office I go to extend my visa. Britt, is the office I go to extend my visa since I will be here a total of 62 days. Do I extend for another 30 days twice? If you're going to be there for 62 days, that is bad to say, but you'll have to do 2 different ones. The first one's going to be a waiver, and that gives you 30 days. So again, they give you, I forget how it works. It's either 28 or 30 days. They give you right there at that amount when you first get there. And then you will get a waiver done, not an extension. You get a waiver done on your first time. And it's right there in Lapu Lapu. So it's not far from you. In fact, when I get back, if you want to take a ride with me in the car, we'll go over there. I'll have to do mine, in advance as well. So I'll take you over there and I'll get mine done. You can get yours done. So get your waiver done. I'll get my extension. Actually, it'll be my waiver. because I am coming back and it all starts over again, my whole 3 years. So I'll come over and get my waiver done with you, and then we'll hang out at the pool and have some drinks. So I extend, and you will have to extend one other time though, because you only get the 28, like 58 days, 59 days, 60 days. So you'll have to have another one for that 2 days. So you'll just do a 1 month extension past that. Just bring my passport and return flight info. Yes, that's all you're going to need. Your immigration satellite office at Gasana Mactan Island Mall. No, I actually go to the one. I wouldn't go there. I go to the one over in Lapu Lapu, Mocktown, Newtown area. A lot closer. Philly Am, PHP at its weakest point versus the dollar. I tossed 50K on my Wise card for later. Yes. That could be a good thing to have. Again, I use Wise all the time. That's how I do all my transfers. So again, having money there is great because it can easily transfer to an account over here in the Philippines. Good day, Britt. Hey, how's it going, my friend? Good to see you. Yes, all is good over here in Thailand. I am looking forward to getting back though to the Philippines, to my home. I am looking forward to going to the meeting first thing. Again, I'll arrive there on Monday, and I am going to the meeting on Tuesday, and I'm excited about that. See all the guys again. I'm sure they're going to have lots of questions regarding my trip, so I'll talk about the trip and maybe get some interviews with some guys who just got there. That's gonna be one of my goals now is try to get some interviews for you guys of guys who just got here to the Philippines and give you their input and what their expectations were and what were they met or not. So again, we'll get to that. But good to see you. For those who have not heard this before, here in Cebu, especially in IT Park, the presence of the call center agents adds a very youthful and positive vibe and turns expats into ageless dreamers. You're exactly right. Again, that's a noticeable thing over here, guys. You're going to see guys, you're going to see guys in their 70s and 80s, and they're going to be dating, a lot of women in their 20s. I mean, that's just an ordinary thing here in the Philippines. I mean, it's not unheard of. You see it. You're walking down the street. You're walking in the malls. You are going to see the age gap. In fact, most of the guys that come over here, there is a pretty tremendous age gap in relationships. I mean, sometimes it could be 30, 40 years. Uh, Sometimes it could be 50 years. But that's just how it is over here. And again, it's part of culture here. It's not like it is back in the States. Does Thailand have better food than the Philippines? I actually miss my food. And again, I eat a lot of Western food, but I also eat out a lot of Philippine restaurants. And I actually, when I moved over to the Philippines, I always had kind of a weak stomach. Like I would eat and have to go to the restroom every single time. And when I moved to the Philippines, that actually stopped. I did not have to rush off to the bathroom all the time. I have noticed here, uh, it's a little bit more than it is in the Philippines. Not as much as the U.S. So again, I'm not sure if it's what they add to the food in the U.S., but I think it's the preservatives they add to the U.S. food to keep it to last longer. I think it's what my stomach always got upset about. I can't give a reasoning because my stomach is not as upset here as it is in the U.S., but my stomach was less upset in the Philippines. I do miss the Philippines food. I miss my restaurants, my go-to restaurants. I look forward to going to those go-to restaurants when I get back. But again, but I'm not going to say it's not better than the Philippines food. In my opinion, it's not better. And also, the prices are about double. I mean, you go to, for example, I'll give you a great example. If you go here, I guess something that you guys will know about Burger King. Okay, so if you go to Burger King here and you get a Whopper meal with fries and a drink, it's around $9. Well, it's about $13 back home, $9 to $13 back home in the U.S. It's about the same price here in this area that it is over in the U.S., whereas it's $3.50 over in the Philippines for the same meal. So it's a pretty huge difference when it comes to pricing of food. I know guys that come on here before. Mr. Dave's one of them. I have not seen that, guys. I have not seen where Thailand's food is cheaper. Now, again, I eat at restaurants. I like to sit down and get served. I don't go to a lot of these night markets and things like that. Where things I did go to a night market my first night here, and yes, that was actually inexpensive in Bangkok. But for the most part, I like being in an air conditioned room. I like having a server serve me, and that's how I've always been in life. Again, that's what I'm used to doing. So it is about double the price here in Thailand for me than what it was in the Philippines. Again, about the same price as in America, almost a little bit cheaper. I'm gonna say the average meal here, from what I am seeing, around $15, whereas my average meal in America was around $20 to $25. And then you add tip and that kind of stuff back in America, which you don't do a lot of the same tipping here in Thailand and in northern the Philippines. So it makes a huge difference. Which do you like better, Thailand or Philippines? Are you going to not moving to Thailand? No, I am. You're stuck with me in the Philippines. I love the Philippines, but I am going to start traveling a little bit to see these other countries out there. I've heard from numerous people. Again, I know what Mr. Dave says. Mr. Dave is going to say, "Hey, Thailand's cheaper." I have not seen that. I've talked to other guys that have been here when I've been on these excursions, other people from the U.S., from Germany, and from UK. And Philippines is a lot cheaper. Again, I'm talking about food and just recreation, things to do. Now, I can't speak to that regarding accommodations. I have not looked at condos here, but hotel stays are about double than they are for me than they are in the Philippines. So again, a huge difference. I'm talking about $17 to $20 in the Philippines that I pay for a hotel when I travel around the Philippines, whereas here I'm paying closer to $50 per night. And that's just being honest with you. And Mr. David mentioned to me in one of my comments about that's because of when I'm here. Well, in order to find out for myself, I went onto Agoda and I looked up the same exact hotel, March, April, May. It doesn't change very much as far as the hotel, again, here in Phuket. I'm not sure about Hua Hin or about Bangkok, but again, the prices did not change very much. It may have changed, $10 for the night, but still we're talking about $50 per night, even at the places I'm staying at now. And again, I'm used to paying $17 to $20 per stay in the Philippines. That's almost everywhere. 3 weeks, yes. I forgot what that would reference to. I've been here for 1 month, and I'm looking forward to getting back home. But yes, 3 weeks is a good stay. So 20, 21 days would be a good stay for in the future, if that's what you're speaking to. I'm loving Guatemala. I think it's a better version of Mexico. I'm in the touristy city of Antigua. Well, tell us more about that on the future live, Mr. Dave. Where and what is a good hotel to stay in Cebu? Looking for a good price. I did a video on it. The Golden Prince. Can't go wrong there. They actually serve you breakfast is included, and there's a lunch included, like a smaller lunch buffet that's included with your meal. So again, that actually saves me between 500 and 1,000 pesos per meal, and you're only paying. You're basically what you're doing is you're paying for your food and you get to stay for free almost. That's the way I looked at it. The Golden Prince Hotel, very good hotel there in that area, and it might be pretty booked up right now because of Sinaloa going on. Brett, we've missed you Tuesday morning at the weekly expat meeting at the Isla Mall and Business Park. A few new members and some of the best and friendliest expat friends anywhere in the world. You're exactly right. I do miss the group, guys. I do miss the group, Gabe. I'm looking forward to getting back. I cannot wait to see everybody and say hello. I'm excited about that. I will be there this week. Thanks for mentioning that. Hello, Voice of Freedom. Yes. Bears shredding cheeseheads. Uh-oh. There we go. Talking about the Green Bay Packers versus the Bears, Chicago Bears. Yes. That's a freak change, is it not? From where the Bears used to be and now they're in where they're at. That's another thing. So I find it very strange when I'm looking at this year's playoff. Looking at the actual bracket itself. Teams that are surprising to me. I mean, Denver being the number one seed. Seattle being the number one seed, very surprising to me. Again, I know they've come along. Jaguars, who used to be 3-12, and now they're at what, 2 seed. Very surprising to me. Again, the teams that I'm used to seeing in there, talking about the Kansas City Chiefs, not there. Detroit Lions, I thought would be a mega power for a while, not there. Again, caught me off guard a little bit. I got freaked out in New York City by the high prices, subway criminals, and cold weather, and booked the cheapest flight out of the country. Pretty smart. I mean, most guys don't understand about it, Mr. Dave. I'm glad you do. I mean, they just had that new thing happen in the U.S. in Minneapolis, where the ice. A woman was just driving her car, and some people were saying, "Hey, she was trying to plow over the ice person." I saw the video, guys. I don't think it should have happened. I think a lot more things could have happened. I mean, I think that shooting a gun in any case should be the last result, or the last thing to happen. I think you should discourage it no matter what, and that should be it should be the last thing that happens. I mean, it's shooting someone. Let them drive off, flatten their tires with those chains later on. But to shoot someone, again, I don't know the whole gist of the story. I just know that she was not a foreigner. She actually was from the U.S. and a citizen. I'm not sure of all the story behind that. That's just a sad thing to see. I mean, someone getting shot. And then I saw again, I think it was 2 or 4 people were killed at a church just yesterday as well. I mean, it's a sad thing to see in our country. And again, you don't see that here in Asian countries. It's just not happening. So that is a sad thing to see. But again, back to you. Yes, prices are so high in New York. Lived there for 12 to 13 years. So yes, I know what you're talking about. I was glad to get out of there. Great place to visit for Christmas, and that's about it. 312 days to go till I arrive. 5 years of planning, and now down the final stretch. There you go, Kentucky Tom. I'll be here, my friend. You need any help, you let me know. Bread is probably the seed oils. I don't even know what seed oils are. Sorry about that. I do not even know what seed oils are. I'm trying to plant seeds over here in the Philippines. I know that. I'm trying to plant some seeds, getting you guys over here to start living the good life. Good morning from Cavite. 2 months now in the Philippines. Woo! How do you like it so far? I want people to know. I want people to understand. When you get over here and you're watching this channel, I want people to understand how good the Philippines are. Give your honest opinion on what you've seen so far in the 2 months you've been there. So true about prices in the U.S. He is right about $20 for an average meal. Yeah, I used to spend about $25 counting tip at every meal I went to. Again, I was an outside salesperson, an outside manager for a roofing company, and I ate out every single meal. I mean, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I was always out on the road. And I'm going to say an average meal was $25 because I would actually go to, just to give you an example of what I enjoyed, I would go like to a Texas Roadhouse, or I'd go to a Longhorn, or I'd go to Outback, which is one of my go-to restaurants. And to get the cheapest steak there, the Outback special was $25 after tipping. So again, yes, and over in the Philippines, I'm eating for $5. I mean, it's a fifth of the cost. Whereas here, I'm paying about $10 to $15 here, at least double what I paid in the Philippines. Like the video on attitude of people, Thailand versus Philippines. They smile and are nicer in the Philippines. Yes, it's a pretty big difference. I mean, people smile here, and they do this. Very friendly people. The problem is the English language is not spoken here. I know that other people out there will say that's not true. I've been to 3 different cities. I've been to Bangkok, Hue Hin, and I've been here to Phuket. And no, I have not met but maybe I mean, out of all the people I've met, and I've been on a lot of excursions, and I'm not counting foreigners. Now, yes, the foreigners speak English. The people that are on the actual excursions, yes, they speak English. But as far as the ones that actually I've dealt with that actually live here, work here, there is no English. Maybe 5 to 10 people my entire trip have spoken English that I can actually understand. And I do appreciate them trying and doing their best and slowing down. But again, I'm not sure if it's the accents that go along with trying to speak English. But again, I can't understand it. Maybe 1 or 2 words per sentence, and it's pretty rough. Good morning. Yes, good morning from Gabe. When I said that Thailand is cheaper than the Philippines, I was trying to just talk about hotels, and I still believe what I said. Sorry, Mr. Brett. No issues there. I understand what you're saying. Again, I haven't seen that. I pay $17 to $20 per night in the Philippines. I'm just telling you, I have traveled a lot in the Philippines, and I almost always stay in a hotel between $17 and $20. Even resorts, I'm paying no more than $25 at a resort with the in-ground pool, that kind of thing. No more than $25. Here, I'm actually paying between $40 and $60 per night. And so, to look at what you said about hotels being cheaper, I did Phuket, and I went to March and April to see, and the prices came down a little bit. We're talking about $5, not a huge amount. So they're still over $40 per night here in Phuket. And again, this is a decent resort. APK, you guys will be seeing the video here in the future. But again, I can't say it's much better than where I stayed in the Philippines. Thank you, Kentucky Tom. I appreciate that, my friend. My first super of the day. Thanks for looking out for me. Again, I'm not sure if you've noticed views for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on, but I've heard it's because, again, I know I've told you guys this in the past. If you guys watch every week, but I will still tell you that views go down during the holidays. And again, I have noticed it. I mean, usually I would see views between 2,000 and 4,000 views per video. I have videos out now that have not even reached 1,000, and that's surprising. That's back to the numbers I had when I first started, trying to reach 1,000 views. I'm back to those numbers again. So it's very strange. Again, it's not about views. It's about changing people's lives, and that's what matters to me. But it makes me feel good when when you wake up in the morning and you have good views from your channel, because you feel like you're touching more people, and you could be changing more lives. If I'm going down from my normal 2,000 to 4,000 range, and I'm only hitting 600 or 700, 800, you're thinking, wow. I mean, maybe you're not doing what you thought you were doing. I'm over here trying to change lives and give you guys a fresh perspective when looking at that move abroad. And it makes me kind of, I'm a little down about it. I'm a little down. And again, people have asked me, is anything about money? It's nothing ever about money, guys. I come over here with a $3,000 per month budget. YouTube has never been about money to me. Never been about money. It's always been about helping other guys, like-minded guys like myself, who were over in the States and didn't even know about other options out there. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help. Is it nice to get a little tip from YouTube? Yes, it's nice to get some spending money. I mean, that's how I look at it. It's just like spending money. It's not like that. But again, for the most part, I usually take everything I make from YouTube and I put it back into the channel to buy new equipment, things like that. So it's not like where I'm got this big amount coming in to help me. Again, my real reason behind the channel is to help guys that were just like me over in the States. Again, if it were not for YouTube, I'm just saying, you guys know this. If it were not for YouTube, I would not be living in the Philippines. I didn't know anything about the Philippines, didn't know anything about Thailand. I started doing my research in South America. And again, I don't speak Spanish. That's the only reason I'm not there, is I don't speak Spanish. Maybe I could have picked it up, but I didn't want to take that chance. I didn't want to be somewhere where I could not understand someone else. And again, I know a lot of Spanish, but especially the bad Spanish, the bad words. But again, if it was not for YouTube, I would not be here. And I wanted, again, from the very, very beginning, from the very, very start, Chad asked me, again, when I first moved here, I was only here for like 2 months. I did my first interview on a YouTube channel. And that person said, you should be doing YouTube. No, I'm retired. I'm not here to work. And then I did the interview with Chad, and things changed a little bit because he was telling me there's no one there in Cebu City that does, a lot of YouTubing. So I'm like, wow. I mean, you're right, Chad. I mean, I could, he said he's changed a lot of lives, so maybe I can change some lives too. And that is a big part of what my channel is all about. It's about changing lives and helping guys that are just like me who did not know there's better options out there for life. But thank you so much. Take your time. First super of the day. I truly appreciate it so much. Again, I told you guys before I use supers for the channel. Nothing for me. Unless you guys tell me to buy a drink or something, buy me a beer, I will do that. But for the most part, I take it and I put it towards Canva or I put it towards StreamYard, you know, um, whatever I'm using as far as software to do videos, because you actually got to pay nowadays to get rid of ads and or to get 4K. So I'm using Filmora was a new one I just got, guys. I haven't seen a lot of my videos come out yet from using Filmora, but again, my new videos will be coming out in 4K. Maybe that'll make a difference. Maybe you guys don't want to watch channels that don't have 4K videos. So a lot of my videos will be coming out in 4K if they haven't already started yet. Brett, which is better to get a condo, IT Park or where you live? That's all upon the person. IT Park is a great place to live. I love IT Park. I visit my friends there, at least 3 to 4 times per week. I do miss my friends there. You are a 40-minute ride, but I don't mind riding. I actually like riding my bike. So again, it's all depends on what you're looking for. As far as way of life, Tom Bully gives you fresh air. It is a lot fresher air. It feels like you're in a forest and you do have fresh air. And the resort life, which is I've always wanted. All the times I've went out there and traveled, I always wanted to live that lifestyle. I did it. I've done it. I'm still doing it. And I like that a lot. But again, it is a 40-minute ride. So if you can't handle a 40-minute ride, if you don't have a bike or a car, you're going to be paying for taxis. And those taxis can run you 600 to 800 pesos per trip. So you're talking about over 1,000 pesos used just to get there and back. So it depends on if you have a car or bike or not, those types of things. But I do like Tom Bully. Baltimore Ravens kicker is the new Ray Finkel. Yes, he missed that field goal attempt, and it cost them the game. And also, it looks like it cost Harbaugh his job. I think it's very strange. I think Harbaugh will be picked up real quick. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't have a contract today, being honest with you. Yeah, Gabe. Hello, Simply Social. Yes. I saw the video from different angles, and she was interfering. She was asked to get out of the car, and she refused and drove into the officer. Yeah, I didn't get to see. I saw it in slow mo. I saw an officer in front. I think he's actually the one that opened fire. He opened fire right away. Again, fearful for his life. You got a car that's a few feet from you, and it's starting to burn rubber and/or coming towards you. I understand, but again, and I'll have to see more and more information. I try not to get. Again, you leave that. That's part of what's good about the Philippines and moving abroad. You're leaving that division behind. I don't even think about politics anymore. Um, and I'm trying to put it behind. It's just sad to see any kind of killing over in my home country. And again, every time I look in the news, it's a new one. A shooting at a school, a shooting at a church, a shooting at a job, a shooting at a park, a shooting at a party, a shooting, people driving through fiestas and things like that. You just don't see that in the countries over here. So again, that's very. If I feel like I feel so much safer here in the Philippines and in Thailand than I did in my own country. That's sad to say because in the back of your mind, you're always worried. Is this going to be the time I go to a concert and someone opens fire? Is this time I go to a movie theater and watch a movie? I want to see this. I can't wait to go see this new movie come out, this new Star Wars movie, and all of a sudden you're getting shot. It's always in the back of your mind now, guys. I know that you're saying it's not, but it is always in the back of your mind. It's going to happen. Simply Social. Yes, them stole $9 billion from taxpayers in Minneapolis. This Simoleon stole all Dems, let it go to get the votes. Dems party is total There you go. Again, I'm not trying to get involved with that on here, but again, you guys have your opinions. You can say what you like. She put herself into that situation and got herself hurt. Now she didn't get herself hurt; she got herself killed. I feel. I think she was like what, either was it 28 or 38? I think 38 sounds right. Guys, please like and share, subscribe content while on this live. Thank you so much, Gabe. I appreciate that. Again, more importantly, guys, if you want to help me out, make me feel better, watch my videos. Let me know I'm doing a good job out there. Maybe my content's no good. Maybe you guys don't care about Thailand. I like to travel. I like to travel and show you guys new things. So when I see something new, I'm gonna do a video on it. It's just showing life abroad, and it may be a mall, it may be an excursion. I understand you guys may not want to hear about that. You want to hear about where I'm gonna live and about dating, about budget. But if you please, there, if you guys are watching, if just give it a shot. Try out these videos and see if it's not good content. If you're not watching, at least, and if you don't uh, do it, I understand. But if you would, give me that thumbs up on the videos. Give me a comment, a hello, Britt, something. Try to help out my algorithm because actually my algorithm is not looking very good right now. Nah, guys, I love it. I love all the views I get. It is down a little bit. And again, I'm going to blame it. Again, I did a thing with ChatGPT. I'm going to blame it on the holidays. I'm not going to blame it on having bad content. But again, I'm trying to keep a positive mind going here. Biden tried to destroy the U.S. for 4 years, going to take it a while to fix. There you go. I'm back. How are the champions tonight? Oh, Cliff, are you finally off work? Are you waiting on that last deal at 7:46? I got a feeling he's still at work. Britt, I'll be working with Rockwell to put together an amazing oceanfront evening event for the Aruga Resort and residents for Valentine's Day. The credit for this connection goes to you. I appreciate that, Gabe. Again, I will be there, my friend. I will be there. I promise you, I will be there. If you need some help, let me know. What time and where in Ayala Mall is the expat meetup? It is every Tuesday at 10 a.m. at the Ayala Center Mall in Business Park. On the fourth floor, you're going to put, if you want to actually find it, it's on the second floor of Abaca. It's called Abaca Bakery. It's on the fourth floor at Abaca Bakery on the second level of Abaca. If you want to find it, put in the social into your GPS, put in the social and go to the social and then turn around, look behind you, and there's Abaca. So again, the best way to find it, guys, is put in the social of Ayala Mall, Ayala Central Mall, or Center. I think I'm saying Center. I'm used to saying Ayala Central Mall in IT Park. Ayala Center Mall in Business Park, and you put in the social Ayala Center Mall, and you'll actually see it right behind the social. Same courtyard. Can't be any better than the Ole Miss kicker. That dude is automatic from 60. Single-handedly beat my dogs. Yeah, I'm not even going to watch today. I think it's already, is it getting close to starting time already? I'll look at the final score. But other than that, I can't stand it. I almost thought for sure that Georgia will be playing Miami and kicking the butt out of our old quarterback. I mean, sacking them and getting them and making them say, "I don't want this ball." But again, that's not. I don't have that same satisfaction watching Ole Miss when I think we were still. I still think we were the better team. Had some things go wrong for us again. Whether it be coaching, whether it be players, a lot of it had to deal with, we could have kicked a field goal and ran off all the time and tied the ball game up and went into overtime. My biggest thing is why didn't we just run the ball 4 hard times when we're down there on the 3? There's no reason to start doing throws. Run the ball up the gut. But again, I'm not even going to get on that. I'm still upset about it. At a coffee shop in Boston, I was asked to give a tip before I even drank the coffee. Tipping culture in America is ridiculous and very, very expensive. But you don't have that in the Philippines. Simply Social. Jim in Asia is back in the Philippines. Are you going to interview him? If he wants to come on the channel, no problem whatsoever. I'll interview anybody who has a story to tell. I want to hear about your stories in the Philippines. Mr. Dade, the communist mayor just elected, said today he is going to take the private island and houses and distribute them to all New Yorkers. You can sign up and have a free place to stay. As for views, I tend to stop watching vloggers when they leave the Philippines. Main interest is the Philippines. Yes. I am just doing this as far as to show life in Thailand for those who are interested in seeing about the differences between the two. I had never been here before. And so for me to show things that I'm finding different, some guys, I'm just going to let you guys know, Kentucky Tom, he's bringing a good thing to talk about. Many guys I've met like to separate things. They like to be in Thailand for 3 months, be in the Philippines for 6 months, go to Vietnam for a month or two. They like to separate some things and do some travel. A lot of guys like to travel. Now, again, I am stuck with the Philippines, but I am still going to travel and do my adventures. But to show the differences between the two, on what I am seeing, Thailand compared to the Philippines, that's the main reason for the videos, is to show as far as the food differences, the cost differences, and give my opinion on that. But I do appreciate that, Tom. I appreciate you telling me that. Adjust your camera, bud. The movement is making the screen shake. No, it's not the screen shake. The wind is hitting against the screen and it's blowing the camera around. Again, there it is. There's the wind. It's not the actual screen. It's the wind is blowing the screen a little bit. Sorry about that, Chris. Appreciate that heads up. As we speak, as of January the 8th, I have been in Cebu for only 5 months. Thanks to Britt's guidance and friendship, I was able to regain a life with dignity the U.S. cannot offer us any longer. I feel the same way. I love life over here. I love life over here in Asia. I love the Philippines. I love the Philippines. It changed my life. It changed who I am. It made me a better person. It made me understand that living life for what it is and not being on a hamster wheel, not working for a life, not working for a living, and just taking in all the minutes and all the life for me to start living. That's what it's all about, guys. I mean, it's an amazing feeling. I cannot say anything else more about that. It's an amazing feeling to be able to stop working and start living for yourself. Again, you hear it all the time. God has one thing you cannot get back, and that is time. And if you're over there spinning on that hamster wheel, you're just wasting your time. That is a promise. You're wasting your time. Ray in the Philippines, how's it going, my friend? Good to see you. Let me turn it over here. Maybe I'll get less wind if I turn it this way. Let me see if that happens. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for tuning in. Jackson Assistant. Where's the best city in the Philippines for the ladies? Cebu City is a great place to call home for dating. So again, Cebu City will always be my number one choice. Cebu City offers everything you possibly need when it comes to dating, guys. So again, Cebu City. But anywhere in the Philippines, for that matter. I mean, you can go to BGC, you can go to Mualboal, Oslab, you can go to Bohol. Dating is good everywhere in the Philippines. But a great landing point for a starting point would be Cebu City. A little bit less culture shock. Yes, she had plenty of time to get out of the car. She goes to all the ICE rallies and has been harassing the ICE and police for months. People are sick of these radicals, and ICE is fed up. Again, I haven't kept up with the news. I just know the story to hear about, a death. That's the bad part. Yeah. So she was 37 years old, had been harassing the police for months. She shouldn't have been doing that, I guess. I mean, this right here is a proven point, guys. Learn from her mistakes. Don't go out there and harass police. Again, I'm not sure the circumstances at all, guys. I just know that Uh, better to, I like, I'm the kind of guy, I want to stay away from legal stuff. So again, just stay away from legal stuff. I don't want to be in jail. I don't want to be harassing nobody and going to jail. I want to live my life, my life. I don't care about being out there protesting and all that kind of stuff. That's just not part of my life. Hi, how's it going? Good to see you. Yes. Get all the good morning hellos coming in. Everyone stop watching your channel whenever to watch Cletus Karaoke. Now, Cletus Karaoke, I'm not even sure he's still in business. he has some he has some minor problems. Every time he tried to do a live, they would flag him. They would flag him and not let it air because he was singing other people's songs. So again, he had a problem there. Hey, Philly Am in Kentucky, yes. All the hellos coming in. Yes, Ray. Good to see you. Britt, your job would be booming right now. Building and contributions is up to big time. You would be making some big sales right now. I don't care about sales. Now, I did make it probably. I made a mistake. My brother told me about this. I didn't think about this though. When I left, if I would have just kept my cell phone open, I could have got. I probably could have made 50,000 to 60,000 US per year just by keeping my phone, and I could just hand it off the business. But again, I didn't do that. I'm glad I don't have that headache. I don't want to hear complaints and that kind of stuff because you do get some you do get calls for everything when you're in the roofing industry. I'm glad to be away from all that. I'm glad to be away from complaints. I'm glad to be away from sales. I'm glad to be away from work. I'm glad to be away from the U.S. I'm glad to be away from the high expense it takes to live in the U.S. And I'm happy to be in the Philippines. I keep meaning to ask you and forget, but where do you get your clothes from since the Philippines has Asian sizing? I use Lazada. Lazada. There's also a store in the mall you can go to. It's not like a name. There is a name for it, but I don't know. I forgot the name. So it's like a symbol, and it is inside both malls. I go to the one in IT Park again at the Ayala Central Block Mall. I go there, and it's on the ground level, actually right across the way from Starbucks, so you can't miss it. And they have adult, they have adult sizing. But again, Lazada is a great choice. I bought this shirt here from the place I'm talking about, but I have shirts just like this I buy from Lazada for like $2. I mean, amazing. The wicker material, very, very breathable. That's what you're wanting if you're in the Philippines. During your Thai trip, did you find any nice one-bedroom condos in White Hen under 600? I did not look at any condos. I mean, I was here to vacation and have a good time, going excursions, and I just wanted to share my experience here. Again, if I would have left and not did YouTube, you guys wouldn't have any videos to watch. So I was like, well, I might as well take YouTube with me and give you guys a little piece of Thai while I'm over here. I care far more about the Philippines, but I still check out your videos while traveling. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'll have to keep that in my mind going forward. I will be going back to some, the Philippine stuff. But again, I'm not going to. I've got so many videos to put out regarding Thailand, and why not get a chance to maybe grab some viewers here as well in Thailand. I mean, I don't know how that's going to work, but again, I'm trying to keep an open mind like the other people out there as far as not trying to just when you have a name that says Britt's Philippine Adventure, you're getting nothing but the people who want to come to the Philippines. And even though most of the time I'm talking about the Philippines, it's moving abroad. Knowing that there's Vietnam, for example, is even cheaper than the Philippines. And you can go there and you can live for a small portion of what you pay in the US. A tenth, a seventh, what you pay in the U.S. That's amazing to me. IT or Newtown better to get first apartment. Very first apartment, I would say IT Park, not Mott County Town. If you don't have a car or bike, you want to stay in IT Park. I mean, it's a great place. Uh, I've done plenty of videos there. You have, depending on what your budget is, you have 38 Park, you have Avita Towers, you have Stay City, some great places over there. Then you also have Marco Polo, which is right outside of IT Park. But first getting there, I'm going to say IT Park and probably like Stay City would be a great place. Yeah, right, Kentucky. My channel died when they wouldn't let me go live because of copyright. I'm still doing karaoke weekly, but can't show it because they blocked the videos. Can you give me a little swig of drink here, guys? Kirby should have ran that ball instead of a pass. You're exactly right. I say I would have done it 4 times. I would have ran the ball 4 times. Forget about 3rd and goal, 4th and goal. I would have ran that ball right up the gut every single time. We have too many strong running backs. A half a yard each time, and you're almost there. But again, that's not what happened. He like he said, he was playing to win that game. But again, too much time on that clock when he did that. When we actually got the field goal, it left too much time running the ball. All that time would have been gone. There wouldn't have been any time for a last field goal from Ole Miss. Bro, are you there with a group of people or by yourself? I actually came here with a group of people. So there was 4 of us in our group. And you're right. We should all travel together sometime. I'm always open for traveling. There's Cletus. It's playoffs, but I know he's devastated. And I know my brother's devastated about the Bulldogs not pulling that out. It was their game to win and their game to lose. This helps a lot of people out and decide where to live. That's what I'm trying, guys. Again, I understand it's about the Philippines, but still, when I'm over here in Thailand, it's still about the Philippines. I'm explaining about how the cost of housing is more expensive, or at least for hotels. The cost of food is more expensive. I'm talking about better sidewalks here, maybe better infrastructure here, maybe better health care here. Those kind of things I'm helping you guys out by watching the videos. So if you guys want to live abroad, you may not say, hey, maybe you love the Philippines like I do. I'm going to call it home. But maybe you'll say, well, I have enough money. Why not live in all 2 or all 3 countries and just do a round and around and around about like a merry-go-round and have a good life traveling? Because I'm not sure if you'll get bored of the Philippines. I have never gotten bored. I've been there for 2 years. I've never gotten bored. But I do like seeing these other things. Thailand offers a lot of different options I have not found in the Philippines. As far as excursions, some of the islands I've seen here very similar. Like I have some videos coming out here, PP Island and James Bond Island. I've seen similar, but not to the extent in the Philippines. Here it was amazing. I mean, you'll be seeing here soon in the videos. Yes, lots of lots, Dave. Yes, lots of laugh out loud. If he wanted to pass, do a screen to branch or let Gunner go out of the pocket with a run pass option. There you go. A lot better. Geo on the go is in Kenya now. It's a great country for dating. It's equal to the Philippines for that. I can understand that. Again, I'll have to look that up. I haven't looked at Kenya. Starting this evening, I will be also serving the Novena masses related to the upcoming Synagogue Festival here. Between last Wednesday and past Sunday, I had served at 14 masses, all for God's glory. Such a good guy you are. I'm so glad to have you as a friend, Gabe. You're a good fella. Glad I don't own property in New York. They can take my property I have worked since I was 12 to acquire over my dead body. There you go, Cletus. You tell him. Now, Cletus, he's acquiring property. I told him it's time to sell it all and move over to the Philippines, but he just won't do it. He loves that. He loves that hamster wheel. He loves work, 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 work. Again, Rihanna said it best: work, 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 work. That's not me. I think he's going to look back and about say 20 years from now, when he finally does retire, I think in 20 years he'll finally look back and say, "Man, I wish I would listen to my older brother. I wish I listened to him and retired earlier. This is the life." And I'm just hoping he's able to walk around and still get around when he retires. That guy that just walked by was in that ladyboy fight in Bangkok. I don't know about all that. I wouldn't pay. I was watching you guys. Where's the most developed part of Cebu City? I like the luxury lifestyle, and the Philippines is borderline third world country right now. I say it's not. I love the country. I love the provinces. I love everything about the Philippines. That's just not the way I feel about it. But again, the most developed IT park and business park. I mean, they're two bubbles. So again, that would be your best bet. IT park and business park. I'd say the best cities for dating in the Philippines are Cagayan, De Oro, and Butayan. But most cities in the Philippines are pretty good for that. Yes, almost all cities are very, very good. Dating in the Philippines is amazing, guys. No issues with dating in the Philippines. Hi, Britt, you're great. Would you say Filipinos are open to getting an STD test when dating them? I'm sure if that's part of your stipulations and that's part of what you make it, yes, they'll do whatever they're going to do whatever you ask. I can't see any issues there. That officer wasn't in fear of his life. That was murder. Again, I don't know. Again, I don't know the instances though, but what I hate though is that someone was killed. That's the big thing. Someone was killed, and as a last resort, I think a firearm should be used at all times. This should be a last resort at all times. Pepper spray. Come on. I mean, you can pepper spray somebody in the car. I don't know. Again, I haven't watched the videos. I try not to even think about politics back home. I just know that every time I look in the news, someone's getting shot and killed at a party, at a church, at work, at a movie theater. I just know it's happening over there, and that's terrible. Do they have a lot of karaoke in Thailand? No, there's karaoke is not as well known here in Thailand as it is in Philippines. I do miss my karaoke, guys. I don't walk around here singing all the time because no one can understand a word I'm saying anyway, because barely anyone speaks English. So it kind of that wouldn't help me any over here. Whereas over in the Philippines, it's just different. It's a different culture. There are there are my two rules for life. One, be happy. Let other people be happy. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. And being happy for me is being retired and not working any longer and living my life. Taking all the minutes that God has given me and using them all. Using all those minutes that I will never get back. The 3 years, I actually lost 3 years, guys. I could have retired 3 years earlier, and I didn't. Big mistake. Big mistake. I could have retired at 50. I didn't. I should have. They will certainly have to pay for it by eminent domain. I say two words if I talk to police. Yes, sir. That's about the gist of it. Yes, sir. Good ones, Cletus. Brent live in Texas. My one bedroom went from $13.99 to $1,800 a month. My lease ran out and renting from month to month. What a scam. That's your entire budget over here in the Philippines. That's your entire budget for everything. And again, my insurance in America costs that. I paid 16.58 per month for insurance in the US per month just for insurance, for health insurance. Not counting my boat was around 200 per month. My car was around 150 per month. My motorcycle was around $100 per month. So again, you add those things in, and then you add in my mortgage at 4,800. It's astronomical in the States. So much better here, guys. So much better here in the Philippines. Will you release videos on the excursions you are going on? Yes. You will see every single excursion, some of the best excursions I ever seen. I visited James Bond Island, where the The Man with the Golden Gun was actually filmed. So actually, I was there on that island. So you guys will be seeing that. I did PP Island. You guys will be seeing that where I actually got bit by a monkey. I did a full video on the monkey bite. So I'm not going to talk about it a lot. I did a full video for you guys to understand what happened to me, what I went through once I was actually bitten by the monkey. You guys will be seeing that as well. Yes, a good morning is coming in. Yes. I was an HVAC technician, gas fitter, appliance technician, then got my bachelor's in construction management. Commercial construction is booming. I can imagine. I've had friends that I'm actually still in contact with. They told me I could actually just give my own number because, I mean, I don't mean to toot horn, but I was really good at what I did. I was very good in the roofing industry. I did a very good job. I sold a lot of roofs. But I'm glad not to be working. And again, I don't miss. I'm not sure if I even told you. My last year there, I worked between, say, not saying the entire year, but a majority of it. May have worked only 5 to 10 hours per week, and I still made 158,000 per year. My brother said I was an idiot for leaving that job, but again, a lot of that time I was actually making that transition to retire early. So that's a big part of that. Been a fun trip, 9 excursions in 20 days. You're doing it big, Britt. Yes, I am. Thank you so much, Cletus. I told you, if you're open to a different genre, I can create original music tracks to use for your channel. No copyright claim. All yours free and clear. There you go, Cletus. He's offering you a way to sing where it's actually free and clear, no copyright. I am definitely traveling to Japan when I am there. Second ex-wife is Japanese. 3 half Japanese kids as well. Always wanted to visit there. That's on my list. Again, Japan's on my list. It's hard to say, to Britt's Philippine adventure if I'm going to be giving maybe a month worth of videos from another country. I just feel like I'm missing out on potential to get some other people to watch the channel. Playing single high, safety killed us. I don't even want to think about that, Clay. That's like thinking about living in America. That's how bad that was. Georgia losing is about as bad as living in America. I realized really fast the love of money is absolutely the root of all evil. The life you can have in the Philippines makes up for all of that. I wish my brother would take that in, what you just said. My brother does not understand. He's all about, bah humbug. He's all about the dollar bill. I used to be about it, not anymore. I'm about life, about taking what God has given me. Those minutes He's given me that I can't get back. I'm all about using those minutes for myself. Yes, thank you, President Trump, for the 246 per gallon gas price in Texas. Ah, we really don't know what happened. She could have had a gun. Oh, yes, we were all not there. It's all about just looking at evaluating things and looking at the evidence later on. Again, you never know. I think the women in Vietnam are way better looking than Philippines, but Philippines has the English speakers. I don't really know. I haven't been to Vietnam. I mean, Mr. Dave has been to Vietnam. I have not. I did hear that it's very difficult there. That it's hard to get dates in Vietnam. Again, you have a language barrier, one, but also they believe you're not there for for a long-term stay. They believe you're there visiting, so it's very, very hard to get a date. That's what I've heard from other people who've actually been there. Brett, you can go back and be a millionaire in a year. Your company needs you back. You can do it. No, no, I am done. I have worked my last job. That is a promise. I don't miss working whatsoever. Did you have to go through rabies shots? Yes, I had to get rabies shots. I had to get a tetanus shot. I had to get shots in the actual wound itself, and I had to take medication for the saliva. But I'm going to go over that in the video. I wish America was like the Philippines, Thailand, etc. If you run away from police, you're going to get shot. I feel unsafe in America because the police have such little power. Yes, I do rock and country, Philly am. If you can do anything like that. So he does rock music, country music. There you go. There has been only two serious shootings in movie theaters in the U.S. in the last 10 years, killing a total of 15. That's 15 people that should not have been killed. I mean, in a movie theater, I mean, unheard of. 30 people die each year from lightning strikes. I don't know why you keep mentioning it. The reason I mention it is because, again, you're saying that you don't see it in the news. Every day I look on the news. Again, just this morning, I saw that two people were killed in a church yesterday in America. So that's why I bring it up, because every day I look in the news, someone's being shot in America. You have multiple shootings in America every single day. You never see that here in Thailand. You don't see it in the Philippines. You don't see it in the news. People aren't going out there and doing mass shootings. Um, a lot of it could be politics from the diversity, but either you hate Trump, you love Trump. Either you hate Democrats, you love Democrats, you hate Republicans, you love Republicans. That's the problem. I actually met a couple yesterday from the UK, and they're even saying that the division there is not near what it is in America. They do have division, but it's not near what you have in America. America has let it get this divided, and because of that division, you're having this happen. I mean, Charlie Kirk was over politics. I mean, all these things happen. A person trying to kill Trump. It's because of politics. That should not be happening. It doesn't happen in other countries. The UK is the closest to us, and it does not happen there. You don't have all these assassination plots. You don't have all these killings like you have in America. We have let it get this way, and it shouldn't be that way. I only mention it because I see it every day in the news. I actually look at the news every single day in America, and I see shootings and killings every single day, even mass shootings and killings every single day. That's why I mention it. Japan is awesome. I was stationed there for 4 years. Fantastic experience. You can't see it all on one trip. You just can't. Again, that's the reason I'm going to start traveling more. I'm going to start seeing other countries. But in Vietnam, they love you long time. Yes, from the movie. Yes. What is the best time of the year to visit from New York? So, which months are the best to travel to Cebu? Um, Probably the dry months. So again, anytime I forgot what it is, like March all the way up until uh, August, September. Even though I love the rainy months and the rainy season too, so it hasn't been an issue. So true, they are defunding the police in a lot of states. Criminals are taking over. It's sad to see. Again, everybody talks about how great America is and how we're number one. We only hold the number one category in one thing: prisoners in prison. Terrible. I'd rather live with dangerous freedom than peaceful slavery. There we go. I sure wouldn't be police officer. I sure wouldn't be a police officer for sure. Terrible job with terrible pay. Very, very true. Vietnam is probably the worst country for dating I've been to. Thailand isn't far behind. At least in Thailand, you can date a bar girl. It's my first time here on your channel. Are you in the Philippines? I live in the Philippines, but I'm actually here in Thailand right now. I'm in Phuket. I'm flying out of Phuket to tonight at 10:30. I arrive in Bangkok at 12. I leave to come back to Cebu City on Monday morning at 6 o'clock. I am so excited to get back home and see my friends. I am so excited. So, again, yes, I am not there now, but I will be there shortly. And I will be at Tuesday's meeting. Well, guys, we're getting to an hour and a half time here. Britt, stop watching CNN. I just pop it up. I don't look it up. I just go like on Google and I pull up news on Google and it brings it all up. I mean, I don't try to watch news. I have a life now. I'm not watching news. When I'm sitting on the crapper, I might look at some stories. All I know is every time I pull up the news in the U.S., there's a shooting. Again, if you look up yesterday's news, 2 were killed in a church. Why in a church? You can't be safe. You can't be safe to go to a church again. Why schools? Why you can't go to school and be safe anymore? Concerts. I know I mentioned movie theater. I know there's only been a handful, but concerts. You can't go to a concert and be happy and just listen to the music and have a good time anymore. So again, it's all about that. Guys, I'm going to end it there. I'm going to say thank you guys for tuning in so much. And as always, guys, I love the Philippines. Thank you guys for tuning in. Love all my champions out there. See you soon at the meeting. Enjoy, guys.